All right, I think we're live. Greetings.
Okay, so I don't see you yet. Just like people, yeah, guys. Okay, I see you live now.
All right, I'm gonna hang up then.
Okay, bye.
All right, thank you for your patience. My name is Justin Roberts. I'm a licensed massage therapist, craniosacral therapist, and I do a lot of energetic and spiritual work. Um, New to this Facebook Live way of communicating, so I had a little technical difficulty getting started, but thank you for joining. All right, there we go. So today we're going to be working on a couple things, essentially balancing our energy, and especially in the current situation going on around the world, it is definitely advisable to keep our energy centered, grounded, and balanced. So to start off, a very balancing and stabilizing breath that was actually mentioned in, I think, the last video by the guest. I unfortunately forget her name at the moment, but box breathing. And I use a lot of sacred geometry. I'm wearing the flower of life, and it's a big part of my life and everyone else's, whether they're aware of it or not. And essentially, the cube, the cube has it's. I mean, we think of it as a square, but I think of it as having four sides when it really has six. So rather than doing a six count breath, we're going to do a four count breath. So closing your eyes, bringing awareness to your breath. So this will be 4 seconds on the inhale, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and then hold the breath out for 4 seconds. So it's box breathing. So it's a very stabilizing breath. So we're going to do it for 4 seconds on each part of the box. So taking a deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 3, 2, 1, out, 3, 2, 1, hold out, 3, 2, 1. And now again, breathe in, hold 4, exhale 4, hold out 4. One more round. Inhale 4, hold 4, out 4, and then hold out for 4. Good. Then resume normal breath. You can slowly open your eyes. So this also helps bring awareness into our body. And today we're really going to be focusing on our presence and awareness inside of our body. So before we get into what's known as, there's many different terms for what I'm going to be speaking about today, but I'm going to use the ones that I relate to and that work for me. So I'll be giving some examples, and whichever ones resonate for you, use that. And if you have others on your own, work with that. So I'm going to try to stay as on point as I can because I can go off on tangents very easily. So to start off, this chart, if you could see it, yeah, may be familiar to most of us. Sorry if I can get the angle here. There we go. This is a acupuncture chart, and it shows the meridians. Sorry, my mirroring skills are not the best. So two major areas we're going to be focusing on today are, if you see up here, the 22 is right underneath the clavicles. So it's where the manubrium, or the top of the sternum, contacts the first rib, or excuse me, the collarbone. And so 22 is literally, kidney 22 is where you have the collarbones. So we have the collarbones, and then where they meet the sternum, if you take your left hand, so it's important to have the left for polarity reasons, left hand, middle finger, and thumb. You're going to take left, middle finger, and thumb, and bring that, so the left middle finger will be on the right underneath the collarbone, and then on the right side, it'll be your thumb. So that's the first point of contact. The second point of contact is conception vessel 8, which happens to be the belly button, or the umbilicus in anatomy terms. So what you're going to do is, as you have your kidney 22 points, you're going to be going forward and backward, forward and backward, forward and backward, just like I'm doing here. And then with your middle finger of your right hand, it's going to go in your belly button, and you're going to be going clockwise. So looking at your own belly, because this may be mirroring a different direction or from your perspective, you're going to be going in a clockwise direction. So we're going to do this at the same time and taking nice calming breaths. So the left hand, it can kind of go a little quickly, and you can do the clockwise direction of the right middle finger at the same speed. And what you'll notice is that maybe you have an automatic sigh or a deep breath or a change in the energy flow. And I didn't go too much into what this is doing yet, because I wanted you to experience it first. So feel, so it's already happened for me. Feels like most of the people as well. Good, even in future time, I'm feeling you. Because time is relative. Good, and that should be good. So maybe you experienced some type of sigh or easier breath. So what this does, these are called switch points. And switch points, basically if you've ever flown or traveled long distances, the Earth has meridians. And whenever we travel over these meridians, it interferes with our meridians. So when this happens, the switch points can help balance the meridians so that we don't experience things like jet lag. There's different theories about what jet lag is, but in my awareness, jet lag is really when the energetic, the vital life force energy flowing through our meridians that are giving energy to our organs is switched or not going in the conducive energy or conducive direction for optimal energy. So this is a quick way to balance that. Even if you wake up and you're just kind of feeling a little off, feeling a little groggy, or like the mental part of you is not fully awake with the body, or maybe the body's not fully awake with the mind, this is a great way to start your day. So it's very quick, takes 15 seconds. You just have to figure out, remember, left hand underneath collarbones, middle finger, left thumb, and you're going back and forth. So in to out, into out, into out. And then the middle finger on the right hand is at the belly button, and you're going clockwise. And again, you just do it till you feel a sense of calm. You feel a sense of ease, like a natural sigh, letting go and happening. All right, so that's the first part. And feel free to comment if you had any experiences. Sorry, this is my Qigong scarf. And I have to give credit to one of my teachers, Dr. King Coles, who's an acupuncturist. He teaches incredible therapies, and I've taken his Unwinding Meridians and Acupuncture Point course. And so that was one of the techniques that I use regularly. I recommend it to my clients, and it's very helpful. So thank you, Ken, for that wonderful knowledge. And moving on, so the next part, I wanted to make sure we bring awareness to our body. We start the calm by doing the box breath, and then we do the switch points so our energy is going in the correct directions. After this, we're going to be moving into working with the light body. So the light body, whenever people say find your center, if you know, whenever you find your center, if you're playing a sport or you're doing something and you get in that zone and everything else is not even there, that's like our center. We are so in the moment. So center, we're going to bring center awareness into our body. So I like to think of it as like a golden tube is kind of an image that works for a lot of people. So if you bring your awareness into this golden tube on the inside, and if that resonates, great. If not, then that's okay. So some other names for the light body is Christ within, and also I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to keep it simple. So we'll stick with light body or Christ within, whichever word works for you. They're the same thing essentially, so we can work together with it. So closing your eyes, bringing awareness into your body, to your center, allowing your breath to be a vehicle that brings you into yourself, an inward exploration to your center. So maybe this is the first time, or maybe this is commonplace for you. So allow yourself to find your way with your breath into your center. So you'll notice when you're in your center, because your awareness won't be in your mind anymore. You won't be thinking, am I there? You'll have a sense of, oh, wow, this feels different than me feeling in my body or me feeling in my mind, in my mental capacity. It's an inner experience. So taking nice, deep, rhythmic breaths, because only high vibrations of consciousness and higher emotions, love, compassion, gratitude, appreciation, are able to be felt in this layer of consciousness. We think of a famous being who attained his Christhood named Jesus. Essentially is going in and connecting to that which is already within. So once you're there, or once you kind of feel different than being fully like in your outside body and mental capacity, allow yourself to explore around. So tendencies here are, you may not be fully feeling it if your belly is being held, if you're held from the inside. So if there's any clenching or tightening, see if you can soften into the belly, soften into the inner thighs, soften into your pelvic floor, soften into your low back, your neck, your jaw, the back of your head, even the space behind your ears. We tend to engage in an unconscious way. Soften behind your heart, soften your chest in front of your heart. And you may start to feel more energy flow through your body. And as you feel more energy flow in your body, just keep feeling into light body within, light body within. May also add, the light body extends to the outside, but we're accessing it through the inside. As it is an inside job, this is an effective way to connect spiritually to our truth, to our nature, to our essence. Good. And if you start to feel even more increased energy flow, you know that you're there. Maybe you feel tinglies or pricklies in your fingertips, your toes, maybe chills down your spine or down your legs or your arms. These are all confirmations of you communing with your light body or your spirit or your essence within yourself. There we go. And I'm just going to ask, shall we move on to the next place? Okay, yes, okay. So the next part, this has many names. This is infinite consciousness, this is God consciousness, God within. So to access, these are three layers of consciousness, our identity, our ego with the lowercase e, then the Christ self or the Christ mind or body or light body, and that's a capital E, ego meaning without judgment, and then God within essentially is that part that is within all things. It's the energy that animates all things, that is the interconnected fabric that all things are interwoven within and throughout, down to the cellular level, and all the energy that vibrates between each and every one of those cells that holds them together and supports them in their cycles of life. So as you're in Christ's body or a light body within, feel that sense of being. Maybe you notice the heart start to vibrate and pulsate a different way. Maybe it's stronger but yet more at ease. Maybe there's more energy, so our heart has a huge vortex of energy. So when we start to connect inward in this way, we start to turn on our innate technology, our divine technology. So moving from this place, it's like you're going deeper in to a more expansive place. So this would be infinite consciousness or infinite mind or infinite source energy and or God within, God energy. Like I said, there's infinite names for these. It's just whatever name relates to you and resonates with you. So going through center, light body, entering into source energy. And then once you get there, you want to first feel it, soften the areas, because these energies are higher vibratory, so the body may respond by clenching a little because it's not used to this energy input and output. So as you go there, soften your belly, soften your thighs, soften your face, neck, jaw, behind your heart, in front of your heart, your chest, your arms. Soften your mind. There you go. And then from there, allow this awareness to expand within you in its already expanded state. So you can feel your body from left to right, front to back, top to bottom. And you may notice that as you connect in this way, your awareness starts to expand past your body. And you start to possibly connect to the infinite intelligence that is known as the universe. And again, if you're feeling any sensations through your body, electricity, tinglies, pulsations, any slight pressures are a form of resistance, so softening those areas, and that should let go. If we had some type of technology and we just hooked it up to a new form of technology it's not used to, it could short out if it's resisting. So not that you're going to short out, but the resistance is a form of any discomfort. So this should feel all really good. It should feel a lot of energy flow. It should feel very, very beneficial, very healing and clearing. So using the breath as a way to keep you within this state of being and consciousness. You may feel directional energy within you. And this is recalibration of different systems, maybe communication between organs or cells. It's all conscious, all down to the very individual cell. So allowing yourself to just explore a little longer. And then we're going to slowly begin to make our way out and then go back in, just so you have a little bit of practice of experiencing these layers of consciousness. Alright, so now we're going to start to make our way into the Christ body or the light body within. So Christ meaning Christos, meaning anointed one. So essentially we are all that. And there's certain beings that have just attained their enlightenment by fully connecting to these layers of consciousness consistently. Because once you connect to that layer of consciousness, it's like you can't go back. So just like anything, like once we get really good at something, we can't be not good at it again. It's like we've attained that level. So same thing spiritually. Good, so then slowly bring an awareness Just feeling around into the light body, and as you're in light body, you also want it to expand all the way down to your toes, out to your fingertips, through your spine, and through your neck to the top of your head. If anyone's feeling slight pressure, let's assist in helping the 1,000-petal lotus flower bloom and unfold so you can receive divine intuition, guidance, and knowledge that is already awaiting your acceptance. There we go. If anyone was feeling a little pressure, that may be feeling better now. And then we're going to bring ourselves back to our physical body, our identity, our day-to-day life living being. So just even with eyes closed, just feel what it feels like to be in your body. So it's almost like if there was a front, a middle, and a back. And we enter the back by going through the front. So feeling into your body, feeling what that feels like. Maybe the sensations are different now. They're more palpable, they're more tangible, maybe less subtle. So your body may also be integrating the layers of consciousness that you just brought the body into, because none of them are separate, they're all interconnected. So one more time, we're going to explore one more time, just so you have a little bit of practice. So going from our physical body, or our consciousness, our identity, feeling what that feels like, feeling into your arms, your face, your head, your torso, your belly, softening everything, preparing to move inward, connecting to your breath, the sacred vehicle that gives life, sustains it, and then allows us to carry on to the next aspect of life. So in your next inhale, bring an awareness into your center, into your light body, into the anointed one within. And again, you may feel it like there's a dormant technology that's turning on, like some engines that maybe you haven't experienced before, or maybe this is familiar to you. But maybe you have more understanding of what these things are if you have felt them before and maybe weren't aware of what they were. And again, I'm just speaking from my perspective. So filling yourself with your presence in the light body and the anointed one. Good, allowing that to expand. And then on your next inhale, bringing awareness into the infinite source energy, or God within. Continuing, going deeper inside of yourself until you feel that space where you just connected to earlier. Softening the areas, belly, jaw, neck, glutes, pelvic floor, thighs, lower back. So it's a very blissful place. So when we hear of like ascended beings, ascended masters, and these beings who have attained enlightenment, true enlightenment, they speak of this bliss that they never unknow. It's constant within them. So in this space that you feel within yourself, if you're feeling a state of, oh, this feels so amazing, this feels so wonderful, I have chills, it feels euphoric. This is just a little taste of what attaining that conscious level of enlightenment truly feels like. Alright, so to wrap this up, we're going to slowly bring ourselves back to the anointed one within, to our light body, or Christ within, or Buddha within. Just, again, infinite names for these layers of consciousness. Good, or our center. And then from there, so here's another thing is, you can still remain at your center, but yet be in your physical body. So being in the center of the physical body. But whenever you try to occupy two levels of consciousness, it's not as easy. There may result some discomfort possibly. So if that happens, just know, and you can try this on your own. If you're feeling any sense of discomfort by trying to, or I'm going to be my physical body and the light body at the same time, it can feel a little discomfortable, or like the gears aren't fully all in unison. So you can be embodying your body, but the layers of consciousness usually are best experienced whenever you are intending and feeling into them individually. Good, and then you can slowly bring awareness fully into your physical body. When the time is right, you can open your eyes. And I wanted to keep this short as I possibly could, but still give you enough practice and application of how that you can use this on a day-to-day basis. So if you are in a situation that's stressful, or if you're having a bad day, first thing do the box breathing. Very, very powerful. Again, an easy short breath is 4 in, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold out for 4, and continue. And if you can expand your breath even longer, you want to do the same amount of numbers for holding breath, out breath, holding breath, breathing in, holding breath, out breath, holding out breath. Next one would be the switch points. Middle finger to thumb of the left hand underneath the clavicles. So there's a little divot underneath the clavicle where the sternum, the manubrium, right here, the manubrium. Sorry, I'm getting backwards here. So you'll feel like little divots. They're perfect little notches for the middle finger and thumb. And then right hand middle finger goes into the belly button. Left hand in and out. Right hand middle finger going in a clockwise direction. And then the last part would be go into the layers of consciousness. Feeling full body presence into your physical. And then bringing awareness into your center, the light body. And then from the light body, if you'd like to, going into God space, God within, God mind, or infinite source energy within. So I'd like to thank you so much. It's been my honor and privilege to share this information with you. If you have any questions, feel free to text or call me. I'm not the best at Facebook. I can fully, openly tell you that. I had some difficulty just navigating to do this Facebook Live. So that will be listed below, but I'll also mention it's 561-214-5858 is my cell. So you can text or call. And you can also visit my website. It's aprofoundtouch.com, which I'm pretty sure is already listed. So thanks again for tuning in, and hope you enjoy these tools and use them to keep center, grounded, and in your body. Thanks, and take care. Namaste.